Sunday, June 14th, 2020. I'm not going to be long. The message that I was inspired to share today is very quickly. I'm going to jump right on in. The Bible talks about, love covers a multitude of sins. And I just take that for me, and it means to me that, healing just covers a multitude. I don't look at, I don't look at things in a strict arena. So when I hear that, I think about healing, and I think about the byproduct of healing. When you look at healing, you can actually categorize it as a miracle, because the way our bodies are designed, we are self-healing beings. So just look at someone coming from a position of not believing that this could get better, or being in a situation of, someone having to ask you, how did you get over that? Or how were you able to do this? And I do believe healing is a main factor in someone crossing a hurdle, someone letting go of past hurts, someone coming off of coming up out of a sickness. Healing is a byproduct of those things. And there's a saying that everything starts in the mind. So through mental healing, through mental reprogramming, you can then manifest the physical healing that you'll need to go other. Because let me tell you something. When one person heals, that means others heal. Because when you heal yourself, when you heal your issue, and then you're able to share that healing with others, you're healing them in that sense. So when you're in your process of healing, understand that you're not only healing for yourself. You're not on a healing journey just for you. You're on a healing journey for humanity, and for those who will be impacted by the touch coming off of you. Whether that touch is spiritual, whether that touch is emotional, whether that touch is mental, whether that touch is audible. However you're able to influence, to uplift, to empower, to motivate others just through your journey. Now, when we talk about covering a multitude of sins, the Bible says love covers a multitude of sins. You have the capability of perceiving sin however you want to perceive sin. We can say stealing is a sin. Being a thief is a sin. But then there are those of us who, you have two individuals. One individual is, basically, just to say simple, stealing a pack of diapers. And then we have another individual who steals, a pen, just a writing pen. Will we still call it a sin? I'm not trying to persuade you that, one is better than the other one, or one is justified. What I'm saying is a choice is a choice. Now, sometimes we put ourselves in positions that make us feel as if we have to make a certain decision. Or there are some people who just have that impulsiveness to where it overrides, it overrides them, and they're caught up in this whole, because it's called kleptomania. Is it kleptomania? Everything is still a choice, even with kleptomanias. Once it's done, your mind tells you this was done. You can go back and say, I have this problem. I picked this up and I walked off with it, but I'm returning it. But it comes with a choice, a decision, whatever's done after the fact. Because most of the times people won't think before the fact. Just like children. Children don't think about the dangers and the consequences and all of this before they do something. They think about the fun of it. They're just impulsive. They act on whatever whim comes about. And then after the fact, it's like, oh, well, such and such happened, or now I'm on punishment, or this and that. It all comes back down to a choice. I believe everything that I speak about comes back down to a choice and perception. To a choice and perception. Even in perception, it comes back down to a choice. So like I said, everything that I speak about comes down to a choice. A choice that you have to make. Even sometimes a choice you have to be. So when you're looking at up and down, right, left, in, out, positive, negative, how can you decide that for somebody else? Because if you and this one person are doing the same thing, but you can say, but I did this because of whatever I did this for. There was still a choice in the matter. So you can't separate yourself from someone who you would point and call a sinner, but then say, I'm a saint because my choice was justified. Their choice was justified also. So either you want to keep this mindset of, yeah, but that's not who I am. Yeah, but I'm not a part of that. Yeah, but I did. There's no but this. It's all one category when you think about it. Until you remove that category and understand this is our life. You make your own choices. You are not responsible. You are not the creator. You're not even the co-creator of how someone else's life, or how their life path, I would say, continues on. They are. They make the decisions of how their life goes, of the journey of their life. You make the decisions for yours, if that's what you're choosing to do. You can allow someone else to lead you, to guide you. And at some point in your life, you need this. You need guidance. You need leadership. You need direction. It's all a matter of where you are currently, by allowing what is to just be. And to understand you may not need assistance right now, but 3 weeks from now, you possibly will need assistance just to navigate. You never know how your life will go. You can plan all you want to. You can see visions and things. And then when other stuff comes up, you're like, but this ain't what I saw. This is not what I heard. Are you sure? Or did you see and hear what it is you wanted to see and hear. I know the direction of this message is going some kind of way, but this normally when I just start talking, I just start talking. I just choose something and start talking, but then the message goes to where it needs to go. So this is where it needs to go. Did you hear what you say you heard? Did you see what you say you saw? Or is it your perception of what was told to you and your perception of what was shown to you? Think about it. And after you think about it, take the time to know what it is that you were shown. Go back and look at it again. Look closer. Look deeper. Go on to the next layer. I wish I had a visual right now. I have a perfect example of a picture. You look at this picture, and the teacher, the professor asks, what is the main focus? It's a picture, it's a girl, some things in the background, and the girl's, like, her face isn't showing. It's like turned towards some of the things in the background, and she's kind of blurred out. Then there's like a house, and there are trees, park, birds flying. And the question is, what is the focus of this artwork? 96% would say the girl. But it was pointed out that there were birds. The bird was very detailed. It was the clearest object in that painting. But when you're far back, like if you're in the back of the class, you don't readily see that. That's why sometimes you have to go look at it again, because she allowed each one of us to get up and walk by, and to really look at this painting. The focus was on the bird. This painting now, nice size painting, nice size, creation of the girl and the other things, but the focus was on that bird sitting there on a tree in the corner. Everything else was a little blurry, like blurred out. So what I'm saying is, go back and visit. I've even had to do this for myself. I got a prophecy way back. I think I was probably 19 years old, 18, 17, 18, 17, 18, 19. I don't know, one of them. It was the ending of my teenage years. And, I just got the entire picture thrown together, and I just took the entire picture. But over the years, little pieces would come and drop out to me until I had to really sit down and look at what was given to me as a prophecy and see how it's being played out, instead of trying to figure out, okay, well, I was told this, but I don't see how that's gonna happen. Just sometimes, when you're shown something, when you're told something, I'm talking to myself now, just let it marinate. Just let it. Sometimes you might have to look at a picture for about 3 years. Look at a picture for about a good 10 years. Until one day you see, you'll say, I see it. One day you will say, I see it, or I hear it. So another personal experience, for so long, I would hear the message, be still. Be still. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What do you mean? Be still, be still. Until very recently. I mean very recently, like this week, there was a message given. Okay, so it was the same message, but it was like, so just imagine seen still, STILL, on a board, but it upside down. So it says still, but it's upside down. Not reverse, it's up. It's literally flipped upside down. That's the message that I received this week. Out of all of these years now, I mean, I can remember going back to high school. That was my message. Just be still. Not yet. Be still. Because I used to get so antsy, so hyped up, like literally pissed off, like want to react and respond and just go off with certain things. And I would just always hear, be still. Or I would just want to be with somebody, want to be in love, want to be with the one. And I would just hear, be still. Or when I thought I found the one, I was like, this ain't working out. You know, I got to do this, I got to do that. And I would hear, be still. Oh, now I'm having problems with outside individuals. You know, they want to go at this and I want to prove my point and I want to this. And I would always hear, be still. For years, I mean, I got tired. I was like, you know what? That ain't God talking to me. That's what I would say. But when I understood that I could be still, be quiet, and take claim of my life, I literally witnessed things drift away. Or I would say me drifting away from those things. And now at this point in my life, to where I had gotten really busy, and then COVID-19 knocks on the door, and now it's like, you ain't got no choice but to be still. You don't have no choice but to be still. But it's how you take this moment of stillness, this moment of quiet, this moment of silence, this moment of union. Because a lot of families are uniting and starting again. So going back, it's perception. It comes down to a choice and how you make a choice. How are you going to make this choice? Everything that I'm talking about, everything that I will talk about will be on decision making. Deciding to make this work. Deciding to love yourself. Deciding to be you. To accept all of you. Every part of you. No matter what it is, no matter how positive, no matter how negative you think it is. Because when we get to that, when I get down to explaining that, you're going to see it very clearly. But whatever you think is not good, whatever part of you that you think is no good, you have to choose to accept all of it. It's up to you. It all starts with you. Everything from within side of you to the outside of you is yours. It's a choice. It's a decision. You can choose not to do anything and you can choose to do something. It's always up to you. You always have a choice. Whether you choose to stay, whether you choose to walk away, whether you choose to open up, whether you choose to shut things out. It's a choice. But again, make sure you're making a well-informed choice, a well-guided choice. You have a guiding light. You do. And a lot of you are that guiding light. So, the ending words that I always love to end on: stay happy, stay healthy, stay healing. Metaphysical Minister Angel Truesdale.